Hi everyone, my name's Simon and welcome back to Walking with Whitey. In this episode, I'm going to be doing a little bit of experimenting. So recently, I went into a charity shop and I bought what looks like a half decent waterproof jacket. Now I bought this jacket because I now have a dog, Maverick, that I take out every day, and it's getting to winter, so I needed a jacket for that. I do have a very expensive rab, but the route I take Mav is through thorns, there's barbed wire fences, there's all sorts of shrubs and stuff like that, so I don't really want to get my new jacket caught up. So I bought this one from a charity shop, and I've also bought some Nikwax, so I'm going to treat it and see if it improves it. We'll do a little bit of a test beforehand and we'll put it through the washing machine, do everything that we need to do, and then we'll give it a test afterwards to see how it goes, see if it improves it or not. So let's introduce you to the stars of this episode. So first off, it's the Nikwax. On the left, I have the Tech Wash. That's supposed to clean the garment. And then on the right, I've got TX Direct, which is supposed to give it back its waterproofness. The other star of today's episode is this lovely Trespass waterproof jacket that I got from Primrose Hospice. I don't know if you can see that there, for £15, and it's a size large. And on the face of it, if you look here, it doesn't look too bad. It's waterproof, breathable, and it's windproofed, and it's got taped seams. So, you know, it's in good nick. There's no rips or tears in it. So I think it could do a job for me over the winter when I take the dog out. And let's just get a bit of water on it and see what it's like before it gets treated. So we're in the shower now. I've got a bottle of water here. I'm just going to give it a spray and see what it does on the fabric. Okay, as you can see there, some of it is running off, but there is quite a bit that's soaked straight in. Give it a good soak. I mean, there is some dripping off there, look, so it's not too bad. Can't really get to the inside. But it feels dry, to be fair. It feels dry, but I guess what the Nikwax is going to do is give it more resistance, and it's going to, more water is going to run off. Well, I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. So let's go on to the first stage. Just a way of a bit of a comparison before we do go on to the next bit. So this is my new waterproof jacket, my rab, and I've used it twice outdoors so far, so it should be quite waterproof still. So we'll get the water on this and see how it get on. Okay, I don't know whether you can see it there, but it's just sort of clinging to the jacket, the water is. It's not actually not running off that well, but it's not absorbing like the other jacket. It's just staying on the outer part of the jacket. So who knows, I might actually put this one in as well at the same time and kill two birds with one stone. But there is a difference there. You can see it's not soaked into the fabric at all there like it did on the Trespass. So the first thing you're supposed to do is get out the tray. I think that's the button there. There it is. And give it a good clean out so there's no residual detergent from any of the other stuff you've used before. So we'll do that first. It says here, use 150 ml in medium to hard water areas or 100 ml in soft water areas, and run on a 30-degree synthetic cycle on a slow spin. So I'm just going to set all this up. Okay, so we've got 150 ml of detergent, drawers ready to go. I'm on synthetic, 30-degree temperature. Speed goes up to 1200 on this, so I'm just going to half it, put it on 600 like so. Put the stuff in. Detergent's in. And press play. Right, that's that started. I'll bring you back when it's finished. Sorry, you can see puppy pads. And if I bring you round, you'll see why. Hello, mate. You're right, Mav. So that's going to take nearly 2 hours to do. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Hi everyone, welcome back. You might notice different t-shirt. That's because the first wash took nearly 2 hours. So I had to leave it go overnight and been to work and come back today. So the next bit we're going to do is the actual waterproofing itself. So this is what we're going to be using to waterproof the actual items themselves. The instructions are pretty similar to the first part. So remove all the detergent buildup from the tray, which has already been done. Place a maximum of 2 items into the washing machine, which we've done, and it's 100 ml per garment, and run it on a 30-degree synthetic cycle. So here we have 200 mils. Synthetics, 30-degree, and a low spin. So we'll do it on 600 again. Okay, so close the drawer, close the door, press play. And we'll let that run its course. So that wash is going to take roughly about 2 hours as well by the looks of it. So once that's done, we'll move on to the next part. Right, that's the waterproofing wash done. So what I'm going to do now is just leave it in the shower overnight to dry, and then when I get back from work tomorrow, we will get the spray bottle on it and see if it's worked. Well, as you can tell by the change of attire again, this has now taken 2 days with work commitments and the long cycle of the washing machine. So this jacket now, which I paid £15 for in a charity shop, has now been washed and treated with Nikwax. It's now dry, so let's get the water bottle and see if it's made a difference. Okay, so I did have a towel on standby underneath. Mav! Okay, so I've now got the towel back from the little four-legged thief that is Maverick. So let's give it a go. Okay, 10 squirts. And as you can see, it doesn't look like it's soaking in that well. it's sitting on the outer. Yeah, you can see there, look, it's kind of all dripping off. Let's try here. Yeah, look at that. That is much better. Okay. What I'm going to try and do now with the power of editing is put the before footage on along with this and tell me what you think. I think it's an improvement, but I'll let you decide. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so there you have it. So this coat has now been washed and treated in Nikwax. It looks like it has improved it, but I guess the real proof is going to be when I go out in the first real rain shower. So for now, I'd say it looks okay, but I'll give you an update the first time I go out in it in bad weather. So thanks for watching this short video. If you like what you're seeing, then please like and subscribe to the channel. All that's left for me to say now is take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.